사회는 처음 맡아봐서 상당히 좀 떨리는데 알아서 잘 들어주시기 바랍니다. 그래서 저희 이제 어쨌든 패널 게스트분들이 이제 일본에서 오신 게스트분들이라 지금부터는 좀 영어로 진행을 좀 해보도록 하겠습니다. So to begin with, the creator is to actually real world, tokenized real world asset focused, decentralized finance platform. So basically, we have many important partners globally, including the Green X Exchange, dealing with the security token. Also, like there's Sengold. I believe, like you can recall the Sengold from Korea. The CEO Kim from BWB2024 Exchange has announced that Sengold will be merged with the BWB2024 Exchange in a very near future. So what we do with Sengold and connecting to the decentralized finance platform, so what we actually do is we actually give the retail investor, we provide opportunity for retail investors to leverage out their investment in precious metals, especially for the gold at this moment. So the retail investor can actually leverage out by having their own gold, simply like a deposit to the liquidity pool. Or in a very near future, we're actually preparing for the service that the retail investor can actually use their own gold as a collateral, and then they can actually lend stable tokens like USDC or USDT. So that's going to happen very soon, in the very near future, like early next year for us. So that was about like an introduction for the creator, and then since we are actually having a second day of the panel discussion. We actually have like a very familiar idea that the partners from Japan is actually the circumstances, market situation, or like regulations about Japan. And now we know that like we have a better understanding that the Japanese government and the corporation and the major corporations are collaborating very tightly to come up with the transition, like as we already know, like Web 2 to Web 3, including like real world asset tokenization and also like many other things that in the Web 3 industries. So now like we try to today's session like. We have a better idea about all the general things about the market situation and so on and so forth. So we're going to actually basically touch base with practical use cases. So in this case, like we're actually going to present what we're actually doing together, because the digital corporation and the digital asset market is already a partner company with the creditor. So where we have been like preparing for our products and connecting and integrating platforms together. So I'm gonna ask our panel to introduce themselves briefly, and then we're gonna dive into the questions that actually covers the practical cases. So let's begin with a brief introduction, and then starting with Kato-san from Digital Asset Market.
Sure. Hi, my name is Kato. I'm the director of the Digital Asset Markets, which is a regulated crypto exchange in Japan. Our exchange is very unique. Only the exchange features the RWA tokens. Starting from gold, we call it Japan coin, which is issued by Mitsui. And then also we list platinum, Japan coin platinum, and Japan coin silver as well. Our major shareholders, we have 29 shareholders. They are all Japanese major companies, including Mitsui or Japan Stock Exchange, which is very rare case. So we just made an MOU with the president. So
Korea, so I'm a little nervous. My name is Shisuaka from Mitsui Tokyo headquarters. I'm head of digital assets, and we run two types of businesses in the digital asset areas. Gold-backed cryptocurrencies in Japan, and also we issue the security linked with real estate in Japan, like very famous spa, hotel, and residence, and something like that. So I think we'll have some more relationship with creators, and of course we are one of the shareholders of banks. So we hope we'll do businesses. So.
Okay, thank you, Waka-san. I have additional questions about the Mitsui Corporation because for Koreans, we're not familiar with Japanese corporation. So what I know is like the Mitsui Corporation is actually top-ranked Japanese corporation. So what is like the big sector of Mitsui Corporation like in actually delivering?
Thank you. Mitsui is one of the largest and also diversified trading and investment companies. And our business area is focuses such as energy and mining and chemicals, mobility, or financial and logistics. So I'm in a financial business unit. We have traditional asset management business and also commodity derivative teams in Singapore, London, and New York, and Tokyo. Then we try to find some new businesses in addition to traditional businesses, and then we can add some new technologies, blockchain. So that's why we started crypto gold and real estate security token.
Thank you so much. Okay, this question goes to Kato-san. So previously you mentioned about your platform, digital asset market, right? So what are the main limitations for like expanding your service, and what potential solution do you seeking for? So,
the main limitation is, I would say, regulation in one part. There is no RWA token law in Japan. We just use a crypto regulation to issue RWA tokens. So the first step was really the long time. Then that's one of the reasons we have to start very securely. So we use private chain at this moment. However, obviously, the services are provided only in Japan now, but we want to expand it all over the world, especially starting from Asia, especially starting from Korea. So we wanted to find partners, and then Korea is coming out. So that's a good combination, I think.
okay, thank you. So in addition to the answer, we are actually working together integrating our platforms. So in your work, could you also give us a brief overview of the process that we're actually planning to?
Yes, I think we have already talked. Then basic structure has already established. So I think system adjustment and regulation adjustment will be required. It may take 3 months, maximum 6 months, I would say. So probably Korea can start service rapidly Japan coin in Korea.
So in addition to the Kato-san, I'd like to add a little more on the detail. So what we're trying to do is just like Kato-san mentioned, that the DAM's platform is limited to private chain. So what's happening now is only available for the Japanese people. So the gold station that creditors are operating, the digital, the DeFi platform is actually public. So we have this retail investor from DAMs, and then they actually buy gold from DAMs, and then we're gonna actually put it in a custody wallet, and then collateralize it, and then through the API communication, we can actually issue new token, a wrap token. So that gold token can be tradable in gold station, which is DeFi. So the retail investor from Japan can actually leverage out like their investment, just like I mentioned, like they can simply like deposit their gold or like expecting to have a passive income, or like they can use the lending services. So okay, for this question goes to Waka-san. So you start with tokenizing precious metals, and then what other real-world asset do you plan to tokenize in the future?
So expansion of business. Yes, as I mentioned, we started these new businesses from traditional businesses, and our colleagues in energy divisions, infrastructure divisions, and chemical divisions has real asset and real business, and we have some knowledge of how to operate these assets or something like that. So at this moment, we are focusing only on the precious metals, but of course we want to expand these assets to the energy area, the carbon credits, and even the base metal and something like that. And the security token side, we want to add some infrastructure assets. But key term is time. Too early is not good, but too late is worse. So we have to watch regulations and the liquidation of the market or something like that. That's very important. But we want to expand with global basis.
Okay, thank you. And this is a very important question for all of us, since we are collaborating together. So I'm going to ask you, both of you. So regulatory compliance is very crucial, right? Especially like you need to stay boundary of regulation, because Japan is very conservative. At the same time, there's regulations already existing. So we actually explain to the audience that our process and our structure of our collaboration. So do you think at this moment, like, do we have any regulation issues or concerns that we might encounter? So.
No, I don't think so. You very clearly explained us our whole structure, and then we basically agreed on everything. And then you provided legal opinion. So everything seems to be clear. So I don't think there is no legal issue between two countries at this moment. Anything to add?
Yes, as Kato-san mentioned, I think in each country we know the regulations, and of course we can have some communication with the government or something like that. But cross-border business, it's very difficult. So that's why we are watching for the regulation in each country, each cities of our main financial markets, Singapore and Europe and the US or something. So cross-border is very important, and we have to watch carefully both regulations. So that's a key thing.
Thank you. The time is almost running out, so if you have any comment, additional comment, then please do so.
Thank you. I'm really surprised on the passion in this event. So we really want to access the Korean market and cooperate together with you. We got really good partners. So yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, thank you for giving us this opportunity. And as Kato-san mentioned, I learned a lot through this, so many discussions and this energy from sun. So very good experience for me. But taking this opportunity, I want to expand our businesses, and we Mitsui want to have some collaborations and curriculum. Thank you.
Okay, time is almost running out. So for the last word, I'm going to give my last comment in Korean. 오늘 이렇게 저희 모두를 갖다 초대해 주셔서 대단히 감사드리고요. 이번에 이제 비단 익스체인지가 출범을 이제 선포하게 되었는데 의도하신 대로 실크로드처럼 모든 거래소 얼라이언스를 통해서 우리 비단이 그 실크로드 역할을 하는 그런 거래소를 거듭나기를 진심으로 기원합니다. 감사합니다.